So why should training be routine? Why is routine even so important? I think if you've done anything consistently in your lifetime or gotten really good at any particular skill, then you'll agree that consistency is greater than intensity. Really, ultimately what it comes down to is just maximizing productivity. Even if you're able to train, and especially when it comes to fitness and strength and conditioning, putting on muscle, getting lean, what you want to be able to do is have as many inputs as possible and increase that positive feedback loop, and then eventually learn how to auto-regulate your training and your fitness and your lifestyle. So even if your training sessions are 80%, 90%, 70% some days, overall in the big picture, if we're consistent over time and you've got that routine nailed down, you're gonna get the best results possible. With fitness, productivity is measured in the output over time. So if you're consistent and you're training with a routine, you're gonna actually be able to get a lot more done in a shorter amount of time just based upon the number of inputs. If you're second guessing yourself and you're nervous about starting something and then you're putting it off and procrastinating, you're just gonna waste a lot of energy. If you've got a consistent routine, then what's gonna happen is you're gonna know when you're gonna go, what you're gonna do, and even if you have to up or down regulate based upon your energy levels and your readiness, you're still gonna have more work done over the long haul. And in a 4-week, 6-week, 8-week, could be a 12-week training cycle, you're just gonna get so much more done with less effort. The best part about having a routine is you're not gonna stress yourself out trying to figure out what to do, when you're gonna do it, or how you're gonna get it done. You've planned all those things already. So you're gonna stress out less, and there's gonna be less anxiety about what you need to do for the day. So when you're on a routine, you're gonna know day A is Monday, day B is Tuesday, I take a rest day on Wednesday, day C is Thursday, and then day D is Friday. My weekend, I go for a long run. Whatever the routine is, as long as you follow it, you're gonna get consistent results over time. And as you're going through the routine, you're gonna learn so much more about yourself and how to auto-regulate and dial things up and down in order to make the most out of your whole program. When you're on a consistent routine, you're gonna have so much less stress and anxiety about what you need to do and when you need to do it. You'll just know Monday is day A, Tuesday, day B. Wednesday, I take a break. Thursday, I go for a run. Friday, I take another break. Saturday is my active recovery day. If you're following that formula, you're always gonna make progress, and you'll start to understand how your body's dealing with the stimulus and be able to dial up or dial down based upon how the body's feeling. Big picture, that routine is gonna lead to consistency and give you the best results over time. Where focus goes, energy flows. I'm actually preparing for the upcoming Brooklyn Half Marathon right now. It's in late April, it's about 3 months out, so got a good amount of time, and I've never run 5 days a week before. And for me, in order to make sure that I'm gonna be able to perform in the top 10%, I knew that I was gonna have to take this on. So I've done 2 half marathons previously, and I was definitely a little underprepared, and now I kind of have a better sense of what I need to get myself into. And this 5-day-week program is from Nike Run Club. It's extremely balanced, but you don't really know what you're getting yourself into until you actually get into it. And so I've found that I've started to change things around my sleep, my food that I'm eating, the amount of time that I'm spending doing some more active recovery, and even the ways that I'm training outside of the running as well. And so I've focused my attention a lot more on running, and then that routine has really been able to foster my continuous development and getting faster, being able to run longer, and being less physically fatigued. It's been instrumental in my improvement in performance. In fitness, as with most things, routine is so important in supporting your long-term development and your goals. Just think about anything that you've worked towards that's taken an insurmountable amount of effort. You've had to take consistent action on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to work upwards towards passing this exam, graduating from this school, or getting this certification, or for me, I'm preparing for the upcoming Brooklyn Half Marathon. So that routine is the golden ticket for me to see continuous development over time. And then it helps me better understand how to manage everything else in my life: my sleep, my energy, my time, my social life, everything. Why is it so hard to follow a routine? It's hard because routines, if they're rigid and don't have flexibility, or the person following a routine doesn't have the skill to understand how to dial things up or down based upon how they're feeling, it's going to break the system at some point. What we do at Upfit Training Academy is we teach people how to be able to scale up and down based upon a lot of factors. Readiness is what we call it. Really what it's comprised of is it's your sleep, your energy, your stress levels, your mood, and your soreness too. If your readiness overall is pretty low, what we don't want to do is we don't want to encourage you to take an entire day off unless it's totally warranted and you're just in a bad position where you might actually overtrain. But for most people, that's not the case. And more often, we just need to understand how to downregulate a little bit and where to push. Because with routine, progress is going to be made in the long run. So what we want to do is we want to be able to foster that routine by teaching people how to dial up and dial down as needed. And that way they can get to where they want to get to and see the change for the rest of their lives. That's the biggest thing about our program, is that our goal is to help foster a lifestyle that revolves around healthy eating and a healthy physical activity routine. And that's exercise, non-exercise, it's social, it's everything, right? For us, Upfit Training Academy is a vehicle for people to take care of themselves and figure out the best formula that meets them where they're at right now and help teach them how to maintain their results for the rest of their life.